Here's the mechanics of hitting a draw or a fade and a couple considerations you need to make. Number one is, if I was in this position and I needed to hit a 5-iron to carry to my green, and I decided to hit a draw around it by realigning to my new target and closing the club face, I'm de-lofting the club, and what that does is that makes it so that my 5-iron is now probably a 3-iron for loft. The trajectory is going to be lower, the ball is going to run farther, and the ball is going to go farther. So I'm going to either have to choke down on the club, or another good option is to actually club up. So instead of hitting my 5-iron here, maybe I get a 6 or a 7-iron, and by closing the face of my 7-iron, now I've de-lofted it and turned my 7-iron back into a 5-iron. The reverse is true when I'm hitting a fade. If I was going to hit a 5-iron position, this position to the green, and I pick a new target to hit my fade around this tree, by opening the club face, I've added a great deal of loft, and now my 5-iron is now probably a 7-iron or an 8-iron, which means that the ball isn't going to go as far, and the trajectory is going to be much higher. Well, in this situation, if I can't swing harder to get enough distance, I'm going to have to club down, so maybe I grab a 3-iron, and by putting my 3-iron here and opening the club face, now I have maybe a 5-iron loft, and that will give me the distance that I need to carry around the left side of this tree and make it to the green. Now, one last consideration for any time you're hitting a controlled shot is if you have choices in the trajectory that you can get, you want to take into consideration the ball height and the ball flight and what you want the ball to do before it gets to the green. For example, if I need the ball to land softly, it's better to use a fade because the ball will go higher and it will come down softer on a point. If I want the ball to run and to get distance, well then a draw is going to be better because I'm going to be able to have the club face closed, and the ball is going to run farther and give me additional distance. So depending on if I need to go under some limbs or over some limbs, I have to take all these things into consideration and either club up or club down depending on what shot you want to hit.